last summer, man, we were going to go on this tour, and if the tour fell through because the superstar we were going out with changed his mind about going out or something. I don't know. We wound up playing these like little joints in Italy and places like in Spain. It was like great. We just had to like make do.
Yeah.
It was great.
It's rock and roll, right?
Well, we like to have kind of like an unconventional existence because a lot of bands, you know, they do the same thing every day and it's like punching a clock or something.
You guys don't adhere to the rules at all, right?
Well, we don't have any rules, but also we don't have any expectations, so it makes everything kind of, you know, surprising and interesting.
Right. David, speaking of expectations, the record's out, and I've read a few glowing reviews today online. I know Rolling Stone gave it a 3-star review.
Did they?
Yeah.
3 stars?
3 stars.
Cheap bastards.
How do you feel about reading press and critics, and where does that fit into the New York Dolls and your aesthetic and your life?
Well, so occasionally someone will like send me a review because they think I should read it, and I've never really read a review where anybody like got it, you know, like what it is we're trying to do. So, oh, I don't like this because it's too whatever, something that it's not. You know, so I don't really pay that much attention to it.
Right.
But you know, like for us, it's like we just make what we want to make and do what we want to do, and if people like it, okay. If they nothing it, okay. It doesn't really matter to us, you know.
I think in your bio I read, or your press release, I read a line where you said we've got nothing to prove at this point.
Right.
So
we're just playing and having fun. You know, we had fun making the record, and that's an important thing, you know.
And
because time is finite. You can't be spending your time trying to fit square pegs into round holes. It's good to just do your thing and see what happens.
What was it like working with Todd again?
It was much like the first time, except, you know, less chaotic because we didn't have 100 people around. But it was much the same. Yeah. He's like, you know, very kind of, what's the word he would use? He's a man of few words. So I like that.
That's funny. And last question, I guess we're sort of on a bit of hallowed ground at this store.
So they say.
So they say. What's it like for you that, you know, you're a native New Yorker, so much history has been here.
Yeah.
Do you miss the old neighborhood, or what's your feeling?
Well, when I was a kid, you know, I used to go to CBGB's like every night. I mean, as one of the stops, you know, you go to the Mud Club, and you go to Max's, and you go to CBGB's, and then you would maybe go to some club like Kenny's Castaways where somebody you knew was playing or something. So it was always like on the hop, you know. But then, you know, and it was great. But then, like, it got too crowded, so nobody went there anymore. As Yogi Berra would say.
Are you nostalgic at all for those days, or?
For the days like when
the place was really rocking.
When it was really rocking, no, I'm not. In the beginning, when it was really like quiet and like Blondie would do a showcase or Talking Heads or something like that, and there'd be like, you know, 50 people there. I like that, but I don't like being like, you know, jammed in with 1 million people. You know, it's no fun.
Last question for you. What are you guys doing in terms of touring for this album?
Just, you know, touring. I mean, we've been on tour since we got back together, so we're just kind of like continuing touring. I mean, we don't really call it touring. We call it like playing. Hey, baby, you look really nice. We call it playing because we play all the time, and that's really what we live for. We like to play, and that's like why we make a record, so we can keep playing. You know? So we're just gonna keep playing.